Are you sailing on Royal Caribbean's Quantum of the Seas soon? Feeling overwhelmed with all the planning? We get it. As a family of 4, we have learned lots on our recent trip to Vanuatu, so here are my top 10 tips to make your experience smooth, stress-free and super fun. Tip 1. Join a Facebook group for your sailing date. Look for a Facebook group specific to your cruise date. You'll find tons of advice and answers to your questions, but remember, take everything with a grain of salt and use the group to ask what you need to know.
You got a jellyfish.
Tip 2. Pack a boarding day backpack. Your checked luggage can take hours to arrive to your room, so pack essentials like a water bottle, swimwear, towels and snacks so you're ready to relax right away. Tip 3. Lunch with a view. Head to Windjammer for lunch as soon as you board. Pro tip, go to the very back of the ship. It's quieter, less crowded and the perfect way to watch the ship sail out of port. 4. Register for Kids Club early. If you're travelling with kids, register them for Kids Club immediately. Even if they don't use it much, it's worth having the option as spots fill up fast. Tip 5. Explore the ship on day 2. Skip the long line for activities on day 1. Use that time to explore the ship instead. By day 2, the excitement has calmed down and the lines are way shorter. Tip 6. Exchange money before you board. I recommend doing this at least 3 days before you board the ship. Loading credit directly onto your SeaPass account. You get a much better exchange rate. Tip 7. Arrive early for shows. For big shows like Comedy, Magic and The Hypnotist, you must line up at least 1 hour before if you want good seats. Rows often get reserved by families, so don't assume an empty seat will stay that way. Tip 8. Get off the ship early at ports or island days. For tenders to port stops, go early to avoid the long lines. You can always return later to the island when the crowds thin out. Tip 9. Families using the app. The app has a chat function for onboard communication. It's not perfect and it often drops out, but it's the best way to stay in touch if you don't have a Wi-Fi package. Tip 10. Book free activities early. Free activities like the iFly or the North Star open for bookings the evening before port days. This is the hardest part we found to navigate on the entire ship. So I would recommend going to check with guest services on day 1 or the day before port day and just ask them what time are they expecting the free activities to load on the app to book in and secure your spot. I would also recommend if they say 6:50 p.m, start looking from 6:30 because they do book out very fast and they're difficult to secure. Now here's our bonus tip. So if you have any leftover onboard credit from your SeaPass account, head down to the casino and cash it out. This avoids waiting the recommended 3 to 7 days or up to 30 days into your bank account. Overall, our family had an amazing time on Quantum of the Seas. Follow these tips and you'll be cruising like a pro. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share for more family travel tips.